morning. We are northbound, Highway 6, just north of Winlaw. Beautiful foggy morning. Just don't tell my dispatch I'm here. Shh. I guess the fact that they can track me on satellite and that I told them I'm here doesn't help. My dispatch said to load at Klesnikov. Supposed to do a drug test today morning, which they have canceled. They've moved the drug test to Monday morning, which just rescheduled it, which will be, I think, a lot more, it'll suit better. I don't have to sit around for hours. Monday morning, I think it'll work out well. But my dispatch message said that I'm supposed to take Highway 3 to 97, take 97 all the way to 1, take 1 to 97 again, and take 97 all the way up. Basically, take Highway 3 to 97 and stay on 97 even if it turns into Highway 1 for a little bit. And I'm like, no, negative. Let's go a faster way. This run that they're paying me for 613 miles. I know we're in Canada, everything should be kilometers, but the trucking industry is still miles. They're gonna pay me for 613 miles, and taking this route is actually 17 miles short of that. So what is that? Just under 30 kilometers? Shorter than I'm getting paid for. So, and this we go through Ferry. It's not necessarily a faster way. The Ferry can really slow you down, but you don't have to go over any big passes, no Paulson Pass, no Ehol, no Anarchist, no Okanagan slow traffic. I wouldn't have followed those instructions even if I had gone that direction. I would have gone Highway 3, 33, 97. That would have saved some time that way too. That would have been the fastest way of going. But then again, Paulson and Highway 33, it would have slowed me down about half an hour anyway. Taking the ferry takes an extra hour and a half at the most. So this route is going to be from half an hour to an hour slower than the other route. Not a big deal. Maybe not even that much slower. Could be 15 minutes slower if we time the ferry right. We unloaded in Spokane yesterday, got there just in time. Like, just in time. Forklifts were waiting there going, close the gate. As soon as I was in, they closed the gate. Well, they waited a couple minutes, but after that, they closed the gate. I was the last truck getting in. Quickly unloaded me. Sat there off duty for half an hour waiting for dispatch to figure out my next load. They couldn't figure out a load, so they just go, come up empty. Load at Klesnikov on Friday morning. And Jess just goes, why don't we take this border instead of Madeline Falls? What's this with Patterson? It goes past the KFC that way. We haven't had a US KFC in such a long time, and Canadian KFC, I just do not like it compared to the US KFC. Some other people prefer the Canadian KFC over the US. but need to get myself some chicken. Chicken good. Just had a pot pie. And it was Patterson was a shorter border. It's like, of course we take that border. Why would we take the longer border? We're empty. Running empty, we can take this border. When you're running with a load, you have to go wherever the broker, well, you can tell the broker certain borders, but you have to go over across the border where the company, okay. So I pick up a load of blocks from Certainty in Spokane. They have permits to cross at certain borders. I have to cross at those select borders. When you're empty, you can cross any border you want. It's like, wait, let's take the shorter crossing then. Made it across the border, like, took a break, relaxed, took our time getting to Klesnikov. I'm like, well, we're gonna sleep right in their yard. Show up at 8:30, it was about 8:30 in that night. Pulled in and I saw where we normally park. The forklifts were really busy going through that area, so I parked in a different spot and then just walked in there and said, hey, I'll wait till you guys cleaned out that kiln and then park over here. I think they really appreciated that. They were very happy that I didn't pull in and make their day harder. And then after they emptied the kiln, I pulled into the normal loading spot, and up comes a different forklift and just goes, you wouldn't happen to have your order number for tomorrow, would ya? I go, I do. He goes, let me look it up. He goes, I can load you right now. I'm like, let's do it. I already had done my post trip off duty. I'm like, throw that out, let's load. Loaded last night, and then I headed south a little bit so that I could go do that drug test in the morning. And it's like, well, if I had known I wasn't doing a drug test, I would have gone north instead of south. If I had known I wasn't doing a drug test till Monday, we could have gotten to Prince George today. But now we're going to be probably about an hour short of making it to Prince George. Actually, right now my GPS says 45 minutes short of making it. So heck, we might still make it, who knows. Because this GPS I've programmed it for the big passes to, the setting I'm on is BC settings, so we sometimes make up time on that. I've got it programmed conservatively. I'd rather, when I tell a customer an ETA, I'd rather be early than late. So I don't know if we can save. Yeah, there's school kids out here, so we're gonna have to watch for a school bus. That might be it right there. Yeah, slowing down, signaling, yeah. Not really a school bus. Interesting. Small transit bus. What? My ABS kicked on. What? Every now and then a sensor does that. It's so weird. I'm like, it thought I was going around the corner too fast and it hit the brakes. I didn't get a critical alert on the E-log. That was so weird. It happens every now and then. Every couple of months, all of a sudden we get one of those weird, where the computer goes, you're taking the corner too fast, I'm gonna hit the brakes for you. It's like, no I wasn't. It definitely was not. Yeah, I was jumped out of the truck in the morning and was gonna drop my trailers in that little pullout we parked, and then Jess comes, knocks on the window, I'm like, what? And she just goes, got a message, not doing the drug test today morning, doing it on Monday morning. I'm like, okay, good thing I haven't started disconnecting the trailers yet. I was just about to start. That was close. Beautiful Highway 6. I'll throw a bunch of little clips together today of our drive, so it'll be shorter little videos like this, all clipped together. I think it'll be nice. It'll be nice. Little drizzle. We're north of New Denver now. Headed to, I think next town will be Nakusp, and that's still 37 kilometers away. There might be some small communities between there. Didn't see any zombies in New Denver, so only a very few of you might understand that reference, but it's funny. Trust me, it's funny. Wipers are squeaking. Seeing lots of little rocks on the road. I should be able to turn cruise control on. Poor bikes. Yeah, this would be a really fun highway to take on motorcycle. It's in my list of planned motorcycle routes. It's a 2-day or 3-day drive I've got planned out this way. It's got a 1-day trip that goes to Princeton and then to Kamloops and then back 97 home. It's a 1-day trip. Got that one planned out. Have another one planned out that goes through Washington. And that's a 2-day riding, and then any other stops you wanted to make, add another day. See, I got these maps planned out there. They're saved as screenshots of maps. I don't know what year I'm taking those bike rides, but van on my bumper, like if I have to make any kind of emergency stop, it's gonna be so far up the back of my trailer. There's got to be 2 or 3 feet between us, would be my guess. I can look closer than that, but it's close. Yeah, they got one hell of a rainstorm behind, or driving through the mist. I'm kicking up so much mist. It is absolutely gorgeous. Love the mountains, the clouds, all the trees. Just did my brake check. The ferry is 1.5 kilometers away and leaves in 1 minute if it's running on time. 10% downgrade. Here's only 6% downgrade. So, I hope the ferry's running a little bit late.
It's 1.5 kilometers.
Haven't seen any vehicles coming up, so that's a good sign. If we start seeing vehicles coming up, that's going to be cutting it close. Vehicle parked there, but that doesn't mean anything. I hope. And if the ferry has already departed, it means we gotta wait an hour. Car behind me racing up. I know to be on this lane. And the ferry isn't even here at the dock yet, so sweet, it's running late. You don't have to point at me, I already know where I'm going. I know you want me in the inside lane. Just the way they load the ferry, they would prefer me on the inside lane over here. Set the parking brakes, and we're good. Cool. Made it in time to the ferry crossing. Makes me happy. I'm gonna jump out and check my load, check everything. We got the time apparently. Always makes my day when the ferry's running a little late.
When you want it to be.
When you want it to be running late. The ferry is here.
behind.
23 minutes behind. No shifting now. Manual.
Board the ferry.
Board the ferry, okay. Another rig just showed up behind us, a logging truck. Just in time. So how many minutes behind? 23 minutes behind schedule. Yeah, so we had to wait for 20 minutes. Yeah, it's beautiful. Nice little leg stretch. gonna see which lane they would want me in. Just as soon as I get them onto the back of it, they got the logging truck to move forward. And they'll put the other logging truck behind me. Just make sure we got enough room before we shut her down. Yep, the logging truck behind us can get on. Okay. That's it. Let's go for a ferry ride. I'll go for a walk out there. Why not? I'll go for a walk out there. Unplug you guys from electricity. What's that? Going up front. Yes. See, he's got his engines running, pushing into the dock. And we're going way into there, pretty much straight smack dab center. That's where we're headed. Hi, Jess. Taking pictures with the picture maker.
Yeah, the picture maker.
Oh, that's it. The churning has stopped. Oh, another logging truck and another big rig just showed up too. Oh, too late. We're moving. Starting to turn already. Just two big rigs parked there. Came just a little bit too late. Oh, looking at the ferry, it's pretty full. I don't think they would have fit even if they had come on time. I don't know if they would have fit. Well, I'm gonna go back to the truck. It is chilly out here. Headed into dock.
Leave the ferry.
Leave the ferry? No, not yet. Thanks, Garmin, but no thank you. No thank you. So anyone that wants to know what ferry this is, it's called the Shelter Bay to Glenna Bay Ferry. Yes, we're going from Glenna Bay, and we're currently in Shelter Bay. It always seems like we're coming in really fast. That shoreline sure approaches quick. I guess they got the full thrust reverse engines and they seem to make it every time. I guess if you do this every day, you know exactly when to reverse thruster.
20-minute ferry.
Yeah, about a 20-minute ferry ride, yeah. Waited for about 25 minutes and then a 20-minute ride, and now we got to do a nice climb out of here. Hear the reverse. Props going. And I see some good black smoke coming out of the exhaust. And as always, they'll probably unload us last, so we'll see all the vehicles around us disembark first, and then we'll get to go. They might unload the logging truck in front of us first, so there's room for the other people to, more room. So the logging truck in front of us might go first. We'll wait till, we'll probably be the second last vehicle off. Only a logging truck behind us. I predict they'll unload the logging truck in front of us first. Yep. I hadn't even thought of moving. I see this. I see his hand up. I guess they, right away, they can kind of sense if we've been on here before or not. Somebody's impatient. I gave him a little wave as a patience, relax. No, it was not a one finger wave. Driving a big billboard. You think I'd give someone a one finger wave? Only one truck behind us. guys doing now with coolers and stuff? You didn't have time to do all this on the ferry?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, you know what, there, right?
Figure if I get in this lane right away, let everybody by. Now we're the last vehicle except for the people that pulled over. That has got a lot of loose mark on it. I don't know if you went through the Castlegar scale like that, you would get pulled over. You would likely get an insecure load ticket for that. Really? Is that the guy taking care of the coolers? Well, there's only one other vehicle pulled over, right? Just another RV, so won't have to worry about anybody passing us aggressively after this. I always prefer being at the back of the line. I know I'm one of the heaviest vehicles here, so let me be at the back. I really don't want anybody impatient behind me. Well, off to Revelstoke. Well, we don't really go into Revelstoke, but we stay on this side. Revelstoke's on the other side of the river. We stay on this side of the river. And then we're going to head westbound on Highway 1 all the way to Chase Creek. And then northbound. Cache Creek? Chase Creek? I don't know if there's a Chase Creek. There's a Chase and there's a Cache Creek. Apparently I'm combining city names or town names. Cache Creek. Cache Creek it is. It's like, where is Chase Creek? I'm sure Chase Creek exists somewhere, but probably not along our route. Like, I'm hearing wind noise. Oh, my little side window's open.
Can't afford to be locked out, man.
I always open the little side window. Don't want to be locked out. My door randomly will lock. Yeah, this side isn't a bad climb. The other side's much steeper than this side. We're pretty much at the top of the climb now. Now it kind of just goes roller coaster up and down, and looks like we're gonna get another misting here. That's a pretty beautiful day. Beautiful day. I'm thinking I'm going to put some winter washer fluid into my washer fluid. If they're calling for a low of +4, just in case, put a little winter stuff in there. Do that at a rest area somewhere. So we were off duty there for about 45 minutes, so we have another hour and 15 minutes of off-duty time. So if we feel the need to stop somewhere and take a half-hour break, we can do that. Maybe for dinner. We'll see where dinner is and how it's timed out, but yeah. For now, we're going to enjoy this little rainstorm here. It's not really a storm yet, just a little rain. Getting a lot of rain this last 2 weeks. Fall weather. Yeah, it's beautiful. I enjoy running in the rain too. And it's going to switch to winter weather soon, and this is going to be snow instead of rain. It's +15 outside now, so there's no danger of snow on any roads we're driving today. But it's only a matter of time. If we get sent up north next week somewhere, there's a chance of snow. It's that time of year, or over the connector, there's definitely a chance of snow this time of year, so we got to be ready for it. Well, apparently me being the slowest vehicle isn't true. someone that's slow decided they were in a rush and wanted to be up front. Well, I guess we'll be in a traffic jam the rest of the way to Revelstoke. There's not much for passing lanes. It's 42 kilometers. It is what it is. Is what it is. Well, we're on the Trans-Canada Highway, highway number 1, westbound. For everybody that lives in the prairies in Canada and thinks that Highway 1 is 4-lane highway, head east or west and you'll very quickly find out that Highway 1 is not a 4-lane highway. Only in the prairies is Highway 1 a 4-lane highway. Because it is extremely expensive to make this into a 4-lane highway. It is absolutely beautiful. But imagine all the blasting you have to do here to make this a 4-lane highway. A beautiful day. Still cloudy, but the sun's poking out every here and there. Here and there. A little blue sky here and there, just scattered out and about. It'd be nice if we got a little more blue sky, but I don't think the forecast is predicting any of that. We got a lot of this type of weather. Creek running there on the right hand side. Kind of pretty. With all the rain, I guess all these dry creeks are taken off again. Some of these corners don't have any signs suggesting you slow down, but obviously should. With a variable speed limit of 100, I think they should have put in, because they've upped the speed limit. It used to be 90 here. Some of the corners you shouldn't go faster than 90. Beautiful. I love all the different shades of green. Looks like two brand new snow trucks. Snowplow trucks. 70 ahead. Must be a construction zone. I see construction equipment parked down there on that side road. Barrier removed. Cool. I guess they've done some resurfacing here. With the barrier removed, we get a better view of the lake. Three Valley Gap. Bumpy for a brand new resurfaced road. How many people think the rest area is that little pullout? The rest area is just around the corner here. Right here. Highway 1, eastbound, stopped at a rest area up here. And just opened a bag of chips. Smoked sweet spud. Smoking sweet spud. Sweet potato chips. Barbecued sweet potato chips. Oh, they're good. Beautiful day out here. Nice sunny day. Yeah, I went outside and sat on some rocks and enjoyed the scenery, watched the trains go by. Saw 4 trains. Place is busy with trains. Train track on both sides of the lake. I guess this is Kamloops Lake. That's what it's called. So we stopped at the rest area way up here above the lake. Looks like they're slow ahead of us. Yeah, some people were taking pictures of our truck parked next to the road. I'm like, okay. Must be tourists.
Oh, that happened with another dress from the today.
lot of RVs in that rest area. I'm like, I thought tourist season was over.
It's the weekend, so going out for last weekend.
Yeah, there's a bald eagle flying over down there. You know you're high up when there's birds and eagles flying down below you. Oh, there's a train parked right there. Look, it's full of coal. Train on the other side. You can see the car is kind of reflective. Also looks like it's not moving. And this one down here is definitely full of coal. Pretty long one. Okay, cruise control. I'm not sure why, with train tracks on both sides of the lake, why they do alternating trains. They still have trains going both directions. Why do trains have to pull into sidings when you've got train tracks on both sides of the lake? And yes, one is owned by CN and one is CP. They share though. They run on each other's lines. Quite often I see trains going one direction on one side and the other direction on the other side. Okay, you think that's a good place to pull over? I don't like that. Yeah, here this train's coming head on. Working away. At least the front engine is working hard. There's a lot of trains here. This is kind of main Trans-Canada Rail right here. This is the main line that goes between, well, basically between Vancouver and Calgary. And all the way to Toronto. So the main. This will be the busiest, but if you want to see trains in Canada, stop somewhere along this rail system and you will see trains. A lot of them. Boogieing pretty quick. Yeah, usually when we try matching their speeds, you're usually around 80 kilometers per hour. And we're still beside that coal train.
That one ended. That's a different one.
Oh, Jess says that one ended. So this is two coal trains parked bumper to bumper.
The other one didn't have any engine.
Over top of this first rail, and the other rail is going to be on the other side of the river, and these rails go all the way to Vancouver, one on one side of the river and the other one on the other side. They do cross the river, And they cross each other, but they go all the way, one on either side of the river.
That's the different train. That one ended over here.
Yeah, we went over that train track. This is the other train that's sitting here on the north side of the lake.
That one ends and that one begins. That's two trains.
That's 2 trains as well.
And maybe another one.
That's a lot of trains parked here. Mine of some type going on over there. Kind of right in front of us, that road down there. Right? I see like a mining truck in there. Must be a new type of mine there. Something's going on there anyway. Cache Creek, 18 kilometers to go. And then we're northbound on 97 all the way to Prince George. Point ahead. We stop there sometimes. It's a pretty decent viewpoint. Yep, I've been holding people up. Even though we had a passing lane just a little bit ago. Clouds here, really unique looking. Now see, there's a big caterpillar working up here too, and there's a mine truck coming up right now. Cool. Ties. So they're coming up here, dumping the dirt up here, coming through this poor farmer's backyard. He's probably not a poor farmer anymore. He probably just got a lot of money for all this dumping going on up here. just as if you look on satellite, you can see quite the crazy mining roads and stuff. So
Yeah.
a hidden mine we didn't know about until recently. I know last summer I started noticing a lot of construction, movement going on. It's like things are changing here. Looks like we're losing the blue skies and it's all going to cloudy again. Yeah, didn't really have any mudslides here this year. We had very little for mudslides this year. Very, very little. Such a dry spring. And that's why I predicted we'd have so much fire, but we didn't. It's a dry spring, but a wet summer. Leaving the Fraser Valley here and Cache Creek, and then Fraser Valley would be southbound, and we're gonna leave Highway 1. Plastered by bugs, lots of bugs. I have to get some more washer fluid. For how rainy it's been, I'm surprised how much washer fluid I'm using. Jess is enjoying the squeaky fridge.
Doesn't give me squeaky cheese, I would like it.
If it doesn't give me squeaky cheese, why would I like it? Funny. Looks like a lot more fall colors up here. What's this sign say? Where are we? 70 mile. 70 mile house. That's not even that far north yet, and the leaves are a lot more yellow here, so see how Prince George looks. nice looking tarp load. Lots of trucks on this highway. Highway 97, north of Cache Creek. It's one of the main highways going north. Lots of trucks. There's only really two main highways going north. 97 and then Highway 5. Highway 5 goes more towards Alberta and this one goes more straight north. I think we'll get to Prince George tonight. I think so.
How many hours left?
Another 5-hour driving time.
So yeah, they're probably about 10:30-ish.
Yeah, 10:30, 11-ish. We'll get there. I don't know if we have to fuel up before Prince George. We're at 3/8 of a tank. Might have to fuel up before we get there. I don't think so. But maybe to be safe. But I don't think we would have to. Because for the most part, the rest of the way is a lot more flat running, less mountains to climb. So we should be better on fuel economy. But we're going higher speeds too, so I don't know. I'll keep an eye on the gauges. If we look like we're getting low on fuel, I'll stop at Williams Lake, get some fuel. Or Quesnel, could fuel up at Quesnel too. Or 100 mile, 150 mile. There's lots of places to fuel up. Quite a relaxing run. Welcome to the Caribou. And yet, I never see any wildlife up this way, other than deer. Lots of deer. Where's that promised moose? I thought Prince George was crawling with moose. Mooses? Mice? Mice, yeah. moose. Moose. What's the plural of moose? I'm gonna go with mice. Yeah, I think mice. I always wonder what keeps these little towns alive up this way, because there's not much over here. Not really a lot of ranchers, not a lot of farmland. Some logging up here, but I don't know. Are there mines I don't know about? Sun is starting to get pretty low in the sky.
So a different word. Moose is a bird. The plural form of moose is moose.
Plural form of moose is moose. Yeah, I knew that. I just want to play fun, play dumb. I'm gonna go with mice. I like that better.
Deer and fish are also like that.
Deer, fish, yeah. Fish is a fish. One fish or many fish. Yeah. Herd of deer or just one deer. Moose or mice. Well, a goose is a goose. Geese is a group, so it's got to be mice. Called before the word moose existed. Mice?
A large deer.
Still haven't added the winter washer fluid to my truck yet. I should have done that when we took that break. I cam looped, but I was enjoying the scenery too much. I can always do it tonight when I stop, if I remember. Grooved pavement ahead. Temporary road lines. Goody.
That's kind of pretty.
It is really beautiful highway going out that way. Yellow trees.
They have a lot of rich trees up there.
What time is it? It's 5 o'clock. That means construction should be done, so maybe we won't have any slow down speeds. thinks she's funny. Yeah, it looks like all the construction signs have been turned sideways, so we will maintain 110 down hills anyway. On the flats, the truck just doesn't go quite that fast. And uphill, definitely not. Yeah, at night this would be a little confusing with just these little dots on the road. Haven't painted any lines yet. Look in the mirror and you can see every vehicle far behind us, so I can see a big rig is catching up with us. Just a van truck, just an 18-wheeler. 18-wheelers have an advantage over 30-wheelers. I'd say we all have almost twice as many wheels. Oh, we're 30-wheeler. Aren't we a 30-wheeler?
No, counting.
Pretty darn sure I'm a 30-wheeler.
It could be.
8 axles, 4 axles on all the tires, 4 tires on all the axles except for the front. So 7 times 4 has got to be 28 plus 2 tires, so yeah, 30-wheeler. See? I know what I'm talking about. I'm not crazy. Oh, and I was wrong. It's not an 18-wheeler. 22-wheeler. We got a summit. Can't see much from mountains except for like one mountain way in the background. And then nearby the valley just has these beautiful different shades of green and starting to get into the yellow. Just gorgeous. Farmer Joe is taking photos. Good job, Jojo. Are people allowed to call you Jojo? Only certain people. You have to have permission. Passenger Joe. No. Farmer Joe works. Gorgeous out here. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna let you guys go. The sun's gonna set here pretty quick. We'll see you guys on Monday. Most likely heading back south. I'd be super excited if we were headed any direction but south. But I think that's highly unlikely. I think I'll request a reset for next weekend in Alaska. See how that goes. Somehow I wouldn't see that happening. As epic as that would be. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend. We'll see ya.